Welcome back. You're still watching The Globe. Now, Ithuba, operator of the National Lottery, has been recognized as the top empowered company at the Top Empowered Awards. Now, the awards recognize and honor businesses that are leading in transformation whilst inspiring a new texture of conscious and socially charged ways of doing business. Now, the award given to Ithuba is as a result of the National Lottery operators' progress in demonstrating leadership and also making a significant impact in the communities that they operate in. Ithuba was also awarded for transcending its role as a national lottery operator by shifting the needle of many people's lives through its jackpots to being an ally to communities, the youth and entrepreneurs who seek financial aid to start up businesses. Well, joining us now in studio for more is Lebogang Mokoena, who's a corporate specialist at Ithuba. Thanks so much indeed for joining us. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
You must be very proud of this award. What does it mean to Ithuba?
Yes, definitely. We are very happy to have received the award. This award basically serves as testament to the work that we've been doing in our communities from an economic development perspective and also just uplifting societies and giving them a better life. We have had a range of programs over the past couple of years, mainly through our supplier enterprise development program, where we've empowered small business owners, not only financially, but through giving them tools to operate their businesses, from marketing skills, from strategy planning, and so forth. And also with our bursary programs as well, the bursaries we've been offering our students. And many of them today are successful graduates, some of them who are doctors and some of them who are thriving in the fields of IT. So receiving this award really shows that it's one of the seeds that we've planted from a long time ago, and we can definitely see the fruits reaping at the moment.
All right, tell us what informed the areas that you wanted to get involved in, because it does seem as if you wanted to transform lives in many ways.
Yes, definitely. One of our core values is Ubuntu, and we really ascribe to, like I said before, trying to make South Africans' lives better, not only just through the winnings of the lottery jackpots, but really just sowing a seed of social equality and economic development. So it's really ascribing to that ethos of Ubuntu, as well as our pillars of empowerment, which focus on education, training, women and the youth as well.
All right. Give us a couple of case studies so we can get a sense of how transformative your initiatives have been.
I'm so glad you asked that question, because last year we were actually, or rather this year, apologies, we were actually in touch with some of our beneficiaries from the Supplier Economic Development Program. And one of them actually gave testimony to us that through our funding and through our training, they were actually able to retain some of their staff members and didn't have to retrench like many companies did during the COVID pandemic. And not only did they do that, but their staff members were actually able to feed their families as well. So hearing heartwarming stories like that and seeing the value chain of our efforts transcend into grassroots levels is really encouraging.
Statistics South Africa has come out with stats that young black women in particular are the biggest area of growth, and they sadly are the most disempowered. Is this something that you're mindful of in the work that you're doing?
Yes, definitely. One of our core programs, which is the Women Female Empowerment Program, specifically aims to tackle that, to empower women in our societies, to empower female entrepreneurs so that they also have a seat at the table. We don't just only empower them financially, but we offer mentoring, we offer them coaching sessions as well, and we actually sit down with them individually to ascertain as to what are their core business needs, where do they lack, and where can we come in as a company to assist them to make sure that they are empowered in whichever field of business that they venture into.
Right, and this is right across the country, because sometimes rural communities get left behind, and I hope and I'm praying this is an area that you spend a lot of effort and time in.
Yes, most definitely we do that. One of our core CSI programs is our housing project, which we actually embarked on in 2018, and that was in Mpumalanga province. And we actually went out there and did a needs assessment, a needs analysis rather, and we identified a couple of families that actually needed homes to stay in. So what we then did is embarked on our project to build houses for those people. As we speak, we're currently working on a project in KZN to identify people there as well who are homeless, and we're working on a housing project there too as well. So we definitely do go out into the rural communities and see what their needs are, and not only through our housing projects, but we've given away hundreds and hundreds of food parcels to many, many families over the years.
Yeah, and I would imagine the COVID-19 period, I mean, we're still in it, but that must have been a time of great need. What sort of things did you get involved to help ease the plight?
Would this be for Ithuba particularly, or for the community
Ithuba,
in general?
Well, Ithuba and working with communities.
Well, you know, during the COVID-19 pandemic, it was definitely a challenge for many people. One of the things that allowed us to continue operating was our investment in technology, basically. We used what we call the random number generating system, which allowed our players to continue playing through our digital platforms. As I speak, we've got partnerships with the most major banks in the country, namely your Standard Bank, ABSA, to name a few. So those platforms allow our players to access our games digitally as well through our website and our app. So those are the technologically based elements that allowed us to continue thriving as an organization during the COVID pandemic.
Do you have a role to play in helping people with the idea of playing these games? Because some people might say it stretches towards even gambling, and that there are social implications sometimes with playing games like this. How does Ithuba look at this? It's a great initiative, it empowers, but at the same time, there are some people who might be vulnerable.
Yes, definitely, we do recognize that. And to curb that challenge, we initiate a responsible player awareness campaign where we basically let our players know that they need to know when to stop. And one of the other things we do is we make sure we educate our players. For example, players that are 18 years and younger are not allowed to play. So we definitely do monitor the frequency of certain players, especially on digital platforms. But more than anything else, we do embark on educational awareness programs that alert our players in terms of our responsible gaming and playing mandate.
All right, so totally empowered. Congratulations on your award. What's your next ambition?
Well, we definitely plan to continue to reinvigorate the National Lottery, but from a social perspective, it doesn't stop here.
Yeah.
We will continue to empower communities. We will continue to go out there in the field and look for the vulnerable members of society and empower them as best as we can.
All right, and what are the winning numbers for the lottery this week?
I really wish I could tell you. I really wish I could tell you. Unfortunately, I myself don't know.
Lebogang, it's been a great pleasure talking to you, and congratulations once again on this prestigious award.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, that's Lebogang Mokoena, who's a corporate specialist at Ithuba, voted the most empowered organization for the work that they do in our communities. All right, we're going to